everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carbon, and today I'm coming at you with the complete patch notes for update 1.13 that came out yesterday for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. You know, that Operation Grand Heist. Well, the 11.1 gigabyte update on PlayStation 4 and the 11.6 gigabyte on Xbox One. The update brings, you know, the new Operation Grand Heist, but a lot more, a lot of stuff that came with it. And I'll tell you everything that came out, in my opinion, and what's good, what's bad. You know, based off of, you know, my 10 hours of streaming yesterday. So beyond the new content, the patch brings, you know, the new multiplayer weapons, balancing updates, Blackout balancing updates, and more across all platforms. And this is a message from Treyarch saying Operation Grand Heist has begun today on PS4, and with it we're kicking off an entire season of content and events throughout February, March, and April. Blah, 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 blah. Let's jump right into what is new in Blackout. So there's new destination. That's Ghost Town, where you drop into the western themed destination in a southeast desert, featuring 2 new locations inspired by fan favorite maps: Outlaw, Above Ground, and Buried Below Ground. Sorry guys, I'm very sick. And as far as the prestige system, it's kind of like multiplayer. You can prestige up to 10 times and conquer 1,000 echelons on your way to Prestige Master. So if you unlock the unique prestige icons, calling cards, victory coins, and echelon characters as you rise through the ranks, you're going to have a lot of fun. Because I'm already, rank 12 or 13 after 10 hours? Stuff's crazy, man. There's also a bunch of new structures. There's dozens and dozens of new, like, supporting structures that, you know, things are just added on to current locations throughout the map, including additional buildings and entirely new locations for, you know, more looting options. And for characters, Outrider is playable in Blackout after unlocking tier 1 in the black market. So basically you just got to get your 1 free tier, just play 1 game, just get 1 merit at least, and then, you know, you'll get your character. And then the Cosmic Silverback is available for Black Ops Pass holders. So if you want to get that Black Ops Pass, that's the only way to get that character. Next, let's talk about multiplayer. Now, they got the new Specialist, Outrider, that's just on PlayStation 4, and all this stuff will come out for Xbox next week. Also for PlayStation, there's 3 new weapons in the black market, 2 new multiplayer maps, and, you know, all the other fun stuff. There's Lockup and Casino, you know, the new maps that are now available for Black Ops Pass holders, and available in standard map rotation, core, and hardcore, and in the new map pack Mosh Pit playlist. Now, for featured playlist, One in the Chamber has been added to the featured playlist. If you guys remember that game, you only get 1 bullet in your gun, and the only way to get another bullet is to kill somebody else. You gotta land a shot or melee enemies. That's basically your only options. You gotta keep an eye on a constant UAV that's in the air, because that's, you know, it's a big indicator if you're a corner camper. And then for map pack Mosh Pit, they added the feature category. So Mosh Pit playlist features Lockup and Casino, and then there's Hardcore, Endurance Mosh Pit, Pro Series Mosh Pit, and Mercenary Death Mosh Pit added to the featured categories. Now, as far as the new weapons, there's the Switchblade X9, which is the folding SMG. I really think they need to add a bigger magazine to that, because it's just not doing enough damage in Blackout. And then there's also the Rampage full auto shotgun, which I don't think is in Blackout. I didn't see it all day. And then there's the Cha-Ching money bag, which I also don't think I saw all day in Blackout, but I do believe that we should be able to use it soon. And as far as zombies, there's the new Gauntlet DEFCON 5, which is 30 rounds of challenges unclassified with unique rules for each round. And players can earn medals and tiered rewards for completing rounds 10, 20, and 30, as well as a cosmetic reward for completing round 30 without falling around. And players are also issued a strike by failing a round, with the game ending after 3 strikes. And then all matches are timed for competitive speedrun support. I love speedrun games, so if you guys are zombie players, I would highly suggest checking out some speedrun stuff. That stuff is very addicting. And there's also a new perk, the Ethereal Razor, which provides health gain and greatly increases damage to melee attacks. Now, for some general updates, the black market has 3 new earnable weapons, new Blackout character, a new Mastercraft weapon, new reactive camos, new epic outfits, new cosmetic jump pack item with Type Plus more. There's also a newly revamped black market featuring the return of Blackjack. Now, some fixes as far as quality of life for Blackout. There is an armor tuning. They increased level 1 armor damage mitigation to 25%, and increased level 2 damage mitigation to 35%, and increased level 3 armor melee damage mitigation to 50%, and then reduced number of plates to repair fully level 3 from 10 to 5. So that's no longer annoying anymore, because people like me are choosing level 2 over level 3, so now we can choose level 3 again. And as far as the Maddox for Blackout and the weapon tuning, they reduced the idle sway. For the Vapor, they reduced first and second shot recoil, and they also reduced idle sway. And then for the SWAT, they increased the idle sway, they reduced the damage, and increased first and second shot recoil. For some machine guns, the Spitfire, they reduced 6-hit kill damage, or kill range, and the SOG 9mm, they reduced the recenter speed and increased sprint out time, and reduced move speed, which is now the same as all the other SMGs. And for the Damon 3XB, they increased the idle sway and reduced the 2-burst kill range. And then for the Cordite, they reduced hit spread, and the GKS, they reduced idle sway. The MX9, they reduced ADS in time. And as far as tactical rifles, the Auger, they increased recenter speed, and they reduced first shot recoil and slightly increased ADS move speed. Now, I do like that they increased the recenter speed, because that thing had a massive recoil, and that always brought you back to a different center at a longer time. And for the ABR, they increased time between bursts, so it's a lot faster now. Or not faster, it's a lot slower now. Then they reduced the center speed, the recenter speed, and then they slightly increased the ADS move speed. Now for the Swordfish, they reduced the recoil of second, third, and fourth shots, and they slightly increased the ADS move speed. Now for the Essex, they increased the rate of fire and increased the recenter speed. Now for sniper rifles, the Kashka, they reduced the idle sway. The SDM, they increased the recenter speed, making it entirely overpowered for the ambush mode, and they also reduced the recenter radius, which also makes it really OP. But the Outlaw has increased idle sway and reduced ADS in and out times. So, you know, the idle sway is definitely annoying, but reducing the ADS in and out times is pretty good. And then the light machine guns, they're absolutely just boss now. All MGs now deal increased damage against vehicles and equipment. The Titan alone has increased recenter speed, reduced recenter radius, and increased flinch when hit. So that's actually kind of stinks to have some more flinch when flinch is already the biggest issue with the LMGs when you're in a fight. Now for the Hades, they reduced idle sway, reduced hip spread, increased recenter speed, and reduced recenter radius. Now for the VKM 750, they reduced recenter radius, and for the Zweihander, they reduced the hip spread and the recenter radius. For equipment, they increased the damage on the frag grenade, so it goes boom even louder and kills people even quicker. And as far as gameplay, players can now swap weapons and attach all compatible weapon attachments on pickup with the swap and attach option. They also added the ability to immediately equip equipment upon pickup, and they added the ability to swap health items and equipment from the ground if players' inventory is full. They also duplicate items no longer show up in the quick equip menu. Instead, the total number of identical items is now displayed. And then the updated HUD to show total numbers of items equipped in the slot. So instead of having, like, if you have like 16 bandages, it won't have a slot for 10 and a slot for 6 in the quick inventory. It'll just show 16, which is very good. I'm really glad they did that. They also added empty armor plate and paint can item representations to the player's inventory to function more similarly to ammo. And the ammo, so basically when you are full on ammo and you get into a loot bag, the ammo will actually be all blacked out, saying that you don't need it anymore. So that's one of the fixes, and they also reworked the kill down UI elements. Now, as far as Miscellaneous, they fixed an issue where players' health and equipment would be updated when splitting items within inventory, so you no longer have to, you don't have 8 bandages and 2 bandages in 2 separate slots. It'll automatically stack to 10. And they also fixed an issue that would prevent a player from being able to pick up an item from the stash that they selected. The Armory's Blackout tab now correctly shows when a player has the maximum number of paint cans, and they fixed an issue where the final stage of a reactive camo would be shown on the weapon on the ground regardless of the stage it was actually on. They also fixed an issue where weapons with unwrapped reactive camos would show as wrapped on the ground, and they fixed an issue where Mastercrafts would always display the first visual stage regardless of what stage it was on. And they fixed an issue where picking up a weapon with an unwrapped reactive camo out of a death stash would wrap the weapon again. Now, as far as the general life improvements, the 9mm ammo item increased to 50 on pickup, and the 45 also increased to 50 on pickup. Now, for zombies, there's a lot of additional information for zombies. It is way too much for me to go over. I will leave a link in the description for you guys, for you zombie players that want to see what all they fixed. But as far as for Xbox One and PC, the featured playlist, you guys have the Arms Race T Deathmatch added as a featured playlist, and the score for that is increased from 100 to 150. And then the Hardcore Endurance Mosh Pit, the Pro Series Mosh Pit, Mercenary Deathmatch Mosh Pit, and Chaos Domination are all added to the feature categories. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying this new update. I know I did. I am sick, but I was still able to stream for 10 hours. It was a blast. If you guys didn't already know, you can now become a member of the Carbon Nation for $4.99 a month, which will give you access to a lot of perks, which will be activating in the next few weeks, where you can have access to my videos hours before they go live, so you can actually see them before everyone else can. You can stay up to date on the information. You can watch my live streams, a part of my member-only live streams and chats, and then we can also get into some custom games with our members, and we can just have a good time playing against each other. So if you guys would like to be a part of that, go ahead and leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment, and then go ahead and join the Carbon Nation as a Carbon Knight, where we all are getting carbonated before we are getting carbon dated. And but guys, like always, it's been fun. It's your boy Carbon. Peace.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer